Alright. Welcome back for the next part of the Resident Evil walkthrough. I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of this and refill the canteen. And store it. So we will be going up against the next boss fight here pretty soon. I'm probably going to have to backtrack to the safe room to grab some health items, but right now I need the inventory space. So in this room there's going to be a bunch of bees. Just going to want to run over here really quick. Find a corpse with a contorted expression of pain on his face. He's holding something. Pick up the insecticide spray, and then you're going to want to run out of the gallery again as fast as you can. Because the bees are annoying and they can deal some damage, and I think they can poison you. I don't remember honestly, but pretty sure they can poison you. So go ahead and use this in the hole. And that will deal with the bees. In here is where we would make the V-jolt and the lock mechanism for the door. I will even show you how to do it. Red was 3, green was 6, and orange was 5, as you remember from the pool table room. But this is completely useless for us because we saved Richard. So yeah, and there's nothing in here really. I'll just show you for any curious people. Chris literally can't even, you don't know much about medicine, so there's no point in taking the empty bottle. Like, it just literally doesn't even let Chris do it. But for anyone that didn't save Richard, that's how you get in there. Alright, so head over here and you'll find a residence key. If you examine it, it is for room 3. Which is right here. There's also a red herb down here. The door will be locked. It's blocked from the other side. As we read from that file, the Plant 42, when it's inactive, or when it's feasting on a victim, it will block the door with its vines. That's the door that they were talking about. So go ahead and use the key for room 3 and discard it. We'll hit in. In here there will be okay, I was thinking there was some ink ribbon, but I guess not. A giant plant is crushing the wall. A swarm of angry moths surrounds it. Creepy. Alright, so over here there's a file. One white book sandwiched in between them. Go ahead and take it and you'll get the organic chemistry lab experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the umbrella family, umbrella number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given umbrella number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and the umbrella chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these umbrella chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. The characteristics of each umbrella chemical are as follows. But that is, again, useless for our playthrough. So now you're going to use the red book here, and they will have a small puzzle that's not in the original. In the original you would just insert the red book, but in this one you have to rearrange this so that everything matches up. Get the image of a naked woman, and that will open a secret door. First I'm going to head into this bathroom though. Shelves are lined with various soaps and cosmetics. They're all Umbrella brand products. The root of some kind of giant plant is sticking out of the wall. Tap for the wash basin doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in this room, but go ahead and pull out the plug on this bathtub. Alright, I guess there's nothing in this room. It's a waste of time. Probably because I'm playing on normal. On easy, I think there would have been like a handgun clip or something. There is a handgun clip right here though. And as I said, I'm going to backtrack really quick because we are literally about to go into a boss fight. So I'm going to need some healing items, and I'm also going to save really quick because it is kind of, it's not that hard of a boss fight, but better safe than sorry. Alright. The self-defense gun is actually pretty powerful, but you only get one shot for it. So might as well make use of it. Alright, so we're gonna run up these stairs. Oh. I already hit us. He's most vulnerable when that center thing like opens up. Now I'm gonna want to heal. Could have done a little better on that. He hit me quite a few times, but I mean, I only used one health item and I came out in the green, so if you just kind of follow those steps, you should be able to have no problem with that boss fight. Alright, and over here in the fireplace, we will find another mansion key. The last mansion key. Examine it and you'll find it's the helmet key. And now we can use these double doors.
Oh, you scared me. You okay?
Yeah, it's dead. But... Richard, He's... gone.
I'm sorry.
It's my fault. I should have watched out for him.
I found a pharmaceutical room. I think I can come up with something useful. I'll be there. I'm glad you're still okay.
Alright, so at this point, if you're not at full health, you can go in this room here, and Rebecca will be in there like she just said, and she will heal you. But I'm at full health, so...
Wesker?
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Thought you were with her.
Yeah, I know. We got separated.
I see. Anyway, we better find a way out of here before we turn into zombie food. Got any suggestions, Wesker?
We should get a better grip on the situation. There must be areas still to be explored in that other mansion. Chris, I want you to check them out one more time. I'll continue my investigation here.
Sure thing.
Alright. You can squish these bees if you want. Kind of pointless, but fun. Alright. So it looks like Jill and Wesker got split up. Just gonna head in here real quick and store some things that I don't need. Not the self-defense gun is now completely useless, and I don't think I need both these herbs right now. I'm gonna keep holding onto the shotgun because we're gonna be heading back to the mansion now, but it is going to be like completely infested with hunters, a new type of enemy, unless if you played the original or Resident Evil 0 or Resident Evil 3.
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Chris to Brad, can you hear me? Brad! Damn!
Alright, that's Brad Vickers flying around in the helicopter above us, who left us behind. Chicken Heart, we call him. His team members call him. Alright, there will now be some dogs in here. Just run past them and go up the elevator. And there's the poisonous snakes I was talking about from earlier. Oh! Fuck. Okay. And I just got poisoned. Damn it. That is kind of a huge inconvenience. think there might be a blue herb in this area. But there will still be these dogs here. Yep, there's a blue herb right here. Luckily. And a green herb. Might as well just pick that up real quick. Ah, shit. Dogs ain't got shit on me. Alright. So, yeah. Gonna use that. So we are now back in this tool shed. Right here is a note. Use this to protect yourself from that monster in chains that can't be hurt by guns. I also fixed the doorknob to make sure you can get away. Wesker. So yeah, luckily remember that doorknob from earlier that was broken, that was a huge inconvenience. It is now fixed. So we can go in and out of that door as we please. The dog that was here earlier is now going to be gone, so don't worry about that. But we do have a new problem, as I told you earlier. That is a hunter, reptilian abomination creation of Umbrella. Alright, so now this doorknob is fixed, as I said. Head through here, and there's also going to be a hunter in here. Shit. I think that that's all of them. Yeah, I think there's only 2 in here. If you're playing on an easier difficulty, there will only be 1 in here. But this little bastard, he looks darker than the other one. Alright, so one of the first things that we can do is head through this way. There's a green herb here, but I'm gonna need some item space, so really quickly just gonna run down to this item box. on health items, honestly. So that's good. Not doing too bad on ammo either. I wish I had a little more shotgun shells, but the wall is lined with portraits. All the faces have been painted out. Just thought I would examine that. I like all the little random examinations you can do in these games. It just adds to the atmosphere of it. And use the helmet key on this door. So now, in the original game, this would be a boss fight room, but it has been completely overhauled into a puzzle room. What you're going to want to do is walk in there and set those walls off, but obviously do not stay in there. And so now what we have to do is press this switch and the walls will start to come back as fast as you can. Oops. Run down here. Start pushing this all the way down, and don't worry because it will stop the walls. But it is still not in the right spot. So again, and run down and down here. You just have to push it down this way. And voila. Over here you'll find a dagger, which is very useful. And there's a hole at your feet. Can't see very far into it though. Go ahead and jump down the hole. You'll find the last book, volume 1. And you'll find a file over here. November 29th, 1967. I can't get out. I have tried every possible way to escape, but only to be faced with the reality that I'm trapped. I've been everywhere, the laboratory with the large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde, and those dark, wet, eerie caves. What can I do? At first I didn't want to believe my eyes, but that familiar high-heeled shoe in the corridor, it was like reflex. One name came to my mind, Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No, I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. November 30th, 1967. I haven't had anything to eat or drink for the past few days. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly mansion. I should have known better. November 31st, 1967. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel, and another dead end. But even in the darkness, something caught my eye. Carefully I lit the last match. I had to see what it was. A grave. But deeply engraved into the stone was my name. George Trevor. At that instant it all became clear to me. Those bastards knew from the beginning that I'd die here, and I fell right into their trap. But it's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything is becoming so far away. Jessica, Lisa, forgive me. Because of my ego, I got both of you involved in this whole damn conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety. George Trevor. A name is carved into the small gravestone. George Trevor. There's a switch. Press it. head down this ladder. Fucking around with these spiders. Jesus. Be careful around their dead bodies because they can still spray you with poisonous stuff. Over here you'll find more shotgun shells, which are much needed. Inside the cardboard box lies the discarded shell of a molting spider. That's disgusting. Right here there's a map of the basement, which is where we are. So head down this way. There will be some zombies in here. Oh shit. Going to pick up the dagger. Gonna run down this way. There's a power supply. Go ahead and switch over the fuse. What? I really didn't want to use those shotgun shells. Notice the seal of Raccoon City on a broken dish. And here there's a handgun clip. Unlock this door and you'll be back in the basement, where, if I remember correctly, we left some zombies. So at this point, I need to make a run to the safe room. Oof. That honestly scared me. I knew that, kind of knew it would happen, but I didn't know it would happen, like, already. So now the cool thing about that is there's no door animation here. This is just an open area. I think the hunter is gonna jump through this window. No, No, luckily not yet. Okay, so go ahead and I'm gonna take out the handgun, as crazy as that sounds. I'm gonna head this way. The reason I didn't go back the way I came is because I'm pretty sure that hunters are gonna jump through those windows. I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna take this alternate route. Back to this hallway. Don't really need to kill him, but alright, head over here and call the elevator and head in. This is like the only area of the mansion that still has like zombies. Pretty much everywhere else it's gonna be hunters. Hello. There's a zombie right there. And there's gonna be another zombie. Yep. So, head into this room. In this room you'll find a flash grenade. And a battery, which we really need. And you'll find 2 sets of shotgun shells, which we also really need. This door, the knob is broken and it will not open. In the original, that's not this door. You'd be able to go through those doors. There's also some herbs here, but unfortunately I don't have the item space, but I'm pretty sure I'll be returning here later, so it will be fine. Go ahead and unlock this door. And you'll end up in a familiar spot. You can take this door here, and it'll take you to the dining room. Yeah, no, you don't want to be in there. So actually I'm going to go down this way. I'm going to head through this door. Back to the save room because we really need our shotgun again. Oops. Wrong shotgun. Alright. We can also store the battery for now, actually. And I'm also going to go ahead and save my game and end this part here. Alright, and thank you for watching, and I will be back with the next part, as always, very soon.